hits, and we'll set the stage as we take it down to Drake and Christie.
And every race has a race that's recognizable all season long, but very few can compare to the Turkey Night Grand Prix here at Ventura Raceway. This race has been run all over Southern California from the very start at Gilmore Stadium to where it really made its name known at Ascot Park, Irwindale, Bakersfield, and a few more places in between before it's found its new home here at Ventura Raceway for the last couple of years. And to win this race means you get to put your name alongside elite company in NOS Energy Drink USAC National Midget Championship Racing history. It's the 83rd running of the ARP Turkey Night Grand Prix presented by West Coast Stock Car Hall of Fame. Hello race fans, my name is Drake Work, joined as always by Christy Bims. We're joining you from the seaside here at Ventura Raceway. Just behind us is Surfers Point here in Ventura, California. And Christy, before we get in the business end of things tonight, what a perfect place to end the season. I know we talk about it every single time we come here to Ventura, but this is just such a perfect way to end the year.
How can you not talk about it? I mean, just look around. It really is one of the most scenic, one of the most beautiful racetracks that we see all year long, and we see a lot of racetracks, right? So it's always great to be here. It's so fun to be here for the Turkey Night Grand Prix, and the atmosphere here is just second to none. It really is so different from what we get to see all year. So it's always really exciting. It's always very exhilarating, and there's nothing like 98 laps to wrap out a USAC NOS Energy Drink National Midget title.
So much to talk about here in our pre-race show today on FloRacing. Before we look ahead, let's look back to our most recent outing out at the Bakersfield Speedway for the November Classic.
This is what you save your lunch money for, to the green in the November Classic. Field going to dash off through turns 1 and 2 and onto the back straightaway. Buddy Kofoid making quick moves to the inside, makes his way by Cannon McIntosh. Going to set his sights on the 67 of Ryan Timms as Tanner Thorson comes around to lead lap number 1. First driver in line to potentially go a lap down is Karpowitz. And the 19, in fact, he'll lose a lap to the front straightaway. Everybody around the bottom side of the speedway for the time being. We'll see if she opens up just a little bit. Again, a lot of rain falling in this area. Over the last couple of days, the track crews doing a monumental job to give these racers a track that they can run on safely. But right now, it's going to be tricky as your leader, mired in slower traffic. One to the outside, one to the front bumper, the 3P. Right now, directly in front of your leader, that's Drake Edwards. He is boxed in with traffic as Kofoid took a look at second. Timms able to pin him off. Now going to use slower traffic as a pick. Not able to clear the mounts down. Number 19, Karpowitz. He's going to look to the outside. And Kofoid now going to take advantage. Oh, Kofoid into the back of a lap car. That trips him up and he goes upside down. Buddy Kofoid making the pass for second in traffic on Ryan Timms. Contact with the slower car. And again, yeah, just getting the left rear of the 19 of Karpowitz. And unfortunately, that was all she wrote. Set to go back to green off of turn number 4. Big time flip over in turns 1 and 2. Red light's going to come back on, and that is the 99, Carson Macedo. And immediately back to red, and a pair of outlaw drivers having a hard time here tonight, and Macedo already out of the car. On FloRacing, get a look at just what happened going in and just biking the car up, set her down, and unfortunately not able to keep her down, is upside down and up into the fence. And problems now looks like for the FloRacing 1K of Kyle Larson, getting word he is headed down to the Indy Metal finishing work area. Here in the November Classic, back to green. Field off through turns 1 and 2 and bolting down the back straightaway. Thorson gluing that car down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Timms following right in his tire tracks. McIntosh running in third. Miller, Dom, your top 5. Grant, Lewis, Denny, Seavey, Kel Drake. That's your top 10. Everybody jogging around a little bit further back. Off of the bottom of the exit, turn number 4 is where they're riding. Even narrow getting into turn 3. Likewise into turn number 1. See if traffic has any play in this, though. They work onto the back straightaway. And speaking of it, your leader's right there. He'll come around this time to 9 to go. Got the right rear a little bit wide that time through turns 3 and 4, trying to see if he can get in and clear a lap car. This time he will do it. The B&B Oil Field Consulting entry quickly overtaken by the number 67, but Thorson going to work on another slower car here. This time he's going to take that look to the outside. Has a run. He's able to clear the slower car. So Karpowitz losing another lap to the leader here. As Thorson once again going to try the high side through turns 3 and 4 with the lap car between him and Timms. It is keeping the JBL KKM number 67 at bay for the time being. When they come around next time, a fistful going to show. We'll have 5 to go. And able to take the car wide into 3. Dives it down to the bottom, exiting turn number 4. Takes her down to the bottom, goes side by side with the 88. He'll race with the leader for just a little bit now. He will go ahead and back out of the throttle onto the back straightaway. Thorson able to continue to build his advantage as the race per second might be starting to shape up here with 3 to go. Timms with McIntosh staring at the back bumper here. They're going to come up on a slower car. We'll see how this plays out as they work into turns 3 and 4. Leader coming around, 2 to go. White flag coming next time. Looking back at the battle for fifth, Justin Grant with the help of a lap car on the back bumper is Zach Dahm. As the lap car going to go in and peel down low. Everybody going to make their way by. The white flag has flown in this one though. Leaders on the back straightaway for the final time. He'll work it at turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag going to drop in this one and score one more for Tom Malloy as a car owner as Tanner Thorson is going to victory lane here at Bakersfield.
Tanner Thorson was able to get the win at the Bakersfield Speedway for the November Classic, and it was quite the significant one, Christy Bemis. That was his 30th career NASCAR Energy Drink USAC National Midget win. Now just one of the 14 drivers with 30 or more USAC National Midget wins, and I think the most special part for him was having little Blakely in victory lane for the first time as well.
Yeah, it really was a meaningful one, especially with Blakely being able to be there for the first time in victory lane. I do think that he picked up one high-limit victory since she's been born, but this is the first one that she's able to be here for, so that was really cool. Really cool to see them down there. So especially being one of only 14 drivers to enter that 30-plus rank in USAC NOS Energy Drink National Midget Victories. As a guy who's no longer full-time with the USAC NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series and hasn't been for quite a while, that's a really impressive feat.
Really impressive indeed for the driver out of Minden, Nevada, Tanner Thorson. Of course, Tom Malloy, his last full season fielding midgets on a pretty high level consistently. So good to see Tom down there in victory lane as well. We don't get to see him at the racetrack very much, period. So very cool to see him down there in victory lane. Ryan Timms was just behind Tanner Thorson there. He got close a couple times there in the final few laps, but a really good run for Ryan Timms, especially for a guy who's ran 10th every race on the West Coast Swing up until Bakersfield.
He did. He reeled in Tanner Thorson toward the end of that race, and especially on that Bakersfield Speedway was kind of hard to do, and we talked about it as catching drivers was one thing, but passing was another. And it wasn't that there was a lack of passing. There was plenty of passing that went on all night at the November Classic. It was just a tricky thing to do, and you had to be very, very patient to do it. And Tanner Thorson, that's how he made his way through lap traffic, was not necessarily trying to get around guys as fast as possible, but laying in wait for them to slip off the bottom side so he could get by, and that's what won him the race. So we did see Ryan Timms be able to do that to close some ground, but ultimately just not quite enough.
Cannon McIntosh round out your podium in third, and we'll talk about the points heading into tonight. But Christy, you know, we talk about Bakersfield Speedway being rough and rugged. Ventura sometimes, even on the smoothest nights, can be really rough and rugged, but you got to imagine that really puts some wind in Cannon's sails, especially as he closes in for this national title. I
would say so, and we've talked to both Cannon McIntosh and Dason Pursley since this title has been, you know, kind of coming down to the wire here. And when we think back to May, June, July, when Dason Pursley was winning a ton of races and had this huge gap in points, and personally, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I wouldn't have expected to see it come this close. And both of them, though, feeling really calm, really comfortable, and really collected. And we talked to both of them, as I mentioned. So neither of them really feeling the heat of the pressure. They're both ready for a race, 98 laps to get one done. And I think they're both so confident in their teams and themselves and their equipment that, you know, they're both coming into it thinking they've got just as good a chance as anybody.
Gavin Miller was fourth, and Zach Dahm, who really needed a top 5 here to continue to stay in the top 5 at USAC National Midget points heading into the Turkey Night Grand Prix, round out the top 5. And you heard Christy talk about it. Let's take a look at our current NOS Energy Drink USAC National Midget Championship point standings heading into the final race here tonight at Ventura Raceway. Dason Pursley leads the way with 1,436 points. Cannon McIntosh now just 30 points behind. He closed in by 24 points alone at the November Classic at Bakersfield Speedway. It's a 2-horse race between those two at the top. Logan Seavey is third, Ryan Timms fourth, Zach Dahm is fifth, Jacob Denny sixth, Justin Grant seventh, eighth, Gavin Miller. And an interesting battle for the 9th spot in points. Zach Weigel currently has 9th, Cale Drake has 10th, and that's the battle for Rookie of the Year for the whole season with the NOS Energy Drink USAC National Midget Championship. And Christy, with the Turkey Night comes a very different format than we're used to seeing every night with the NOS Energy Drink USAC National Midget Championship. We'll get into dirt draft hot laps, same as normal. Then we'll go into Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. All 52 cars will have a chance chance to take time. Best lap stands as it would, but a little bit different part of it is the top 10 fastest in qualifying lock into the feature event, and they'll line straight up. So if you're fast time, you'll start on the pole position for the 98 lap race. Then we have 3 qualifiers, top 4 advancing straight out of those into the feature event. 5th on back will go to LCQ. From there, we'll go to the LCQ, where the top 4 will advance out of that one. And then it is 98 laps to not only decide who the champion is for this year with the NASCAR Energy Drink USAC National Midget Championship, but the winner of the 83rd Turkey Night Grand Prix. And Christy, there's a lot on the line tonight. We talk about the title. We talk about who can win the oldest midget race in the world. So let's start there. Obviously, we're going to be focusing on the championship race a lot, but the win at the Turkey Night Grand Prix means a lot. Only 4 former winners in the field, of course, led in by 4-time and defending champion Kyle Larson. Logan C.V. Tanner Thorson make up the other ones, along with Justin Grant. So, Christy, we talk a lot about how much turnover we see in midget racing, and I don't want to call these guys the old guard of midget racing by any means, but do we see an old guard driver, if you will, stake another claim here at Turkey Night?
Well, we're not saying it. Tanner Thorson just said it the other night at Bakersfield. He said he feels like he's one of the oldest guys in the field now, and he's not wrong. We do see a lot of turnover because we see midget racing as sort of a developmental milestone in racing careers in general. When you see a bunch of the Cup Series drivers coming back to do it again, and some of them that are coming to do it for the first time, like we have several of those in the field this weekend for the Turkey Night Grand Prix. And I think it's hard to rule those drivers out, and I think it just is that tenacity that it takes to run 98 good laps, 98 green laps, because again, yellow laps don't count during the Turkey Night Grand Prix, so it is 98 green flag laps. So normally when we have these long races like we see with the USAC Silver Crown Series, we count yellow flags as laps up until 5 laps to go, 10 laps to go. So not the case today. So it does take a lot of tenacity and a lot of patience and a lot of wisdom to get around Ventura Raceway for 98 laps unscathed.
Absolutely, there is zero doubt about that, Christy. And you mentioned 2 Cup Series drivers in the field, actually 3, but 2 of them racing for the Don Basile Rookie of the Race Award, which we could go on and on all day about how prestigious that award is alone here at the Turkey Night Grand Prix. Let's start with 2-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Busch. Yes, he is in the field once again with the NASCAR Energy Drink USAC National Midget Championship here for the Turkey Night Grand Prix. Of course, the 63-time Cup Series winner did make his national debut just a few nights ago out at the Bakersfield Speedway. And Christy, he's no slouch on the dirt. He won the 2012 Prelude to the Dream at Eldora Speedway, the 2022 NASCAR Cup Dirt Series race at Bristol, and then of course this year he was your Wednesday night champion up at the Millbridge Speedway. But he's still finding his footing in the midgets, and along with Kyle Busch is Ty Gibbs. Yes, Ty Gibbs, a bit of a surprise entry into the Turkey Night Grand Prix. The 2022 Xfinity champion made his presence known here last night at the Ventura Raceway as he turned his first competitive laps in a midget. And Christy, there are so many drivers we could talk about that have a really good chance at winning the Rookie of the Race Award. We could really sit here for the rest of the pre-race show and talk about it, but in all seriousness, it's super cool to see guys like Kyle Busch and Ty Gibbs want to come out and try this new form of racing.
Well, yeah, and we talk about how many cool things there are up at stake tonight and up for grabs. The Rookie of the Race is one of them. The pole position itself is also another one. That's a huge award. And then we talk about the national title that Jason Pursley and Cannon McIntosh are battling for, and then a Turkey Night Grand Prix win, which both of those drivers are also looking for one of those. And I would argue that they're equally prestigious. Picking up the title and picking up a Turkey Night Grand Prix, they're at the top of every driver's list right now.
And we talk about that title, certainly last, as we're bringing up last in our pre-race show, but definitely not the least. And we talk about just 30 points separate Jason Pursley and Cannon McIntosh. And Christy, it's been no secret, this has not been the swing that Jason Pursley was hoping for. Coming into the first race of the West Coast swing with the NASCAR Energy Drink USAC National Midget Championship, Jason Pursley had an 87-point lead, which is over a full race. So Cannon McIntosh has made up some serious ground. We were both talking to Richie Murray earlier today, and if you take the average finishes of how both these drivers done on the West Coast swing, it could be close. So, of course, we're really going to have to wait to see how Honest Abe Roofing qualifying goes to really determine what it's going to take for either one of them to win the title here at the Turkey Night Grand Prix. But nonetheless, it's going to come down to the wire. We know that much.
Yeah, it definitely will be close, and we'll touch on that as well. Given that the format is a little bit different for the Turkey Night Grand Prix, the points system and the points breakdown is also a little bit different. So qualifying points are awarded to the top 6 in Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. 7th, 8th, and so on do not get points for Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. So your fast qualifier gets 6 points, 5th, 4th, so on and so forth. And then feature position finish awards points as well. So it comes down to both qualifying and your feature finish tonight. qualifiers do not award any points, and so it does change things a little bit. And as we were talking about with Richie Murray earlier, if they do perform tonight similarly, both Cannon McIntosh and Dyson Pursley, if we're looking at how they've done over this West Coast swing and they both perform where they have been, it's going to be really close. And if it does come down to a tie, which it sounds like a stretch, but it happens all the time in USAC national competition. We see championships come down to the point for ties multiple times. I can count just a couple off the top of my head. But regardless, the tiebreaker is how many wins a driver has in a given season. That ultimately would go to Dyson Pursley if it did come down to a tie tonight.
Well, one thing we really know how to do here at the United States Auto Club is deliver close titles, and I'm sure we're about to see another one here tonight. Dirt Draft Tie Laps just around the corner here on FloRacing. So one more time in 2024, let's take a look at our Dirt Draft Driver v. Driver matchup tonight. We got Jake Andriotti going up against Ryan Timms, who's been a bit on the tear lately here on Dirt Draft. Jake Andriotti, you can find him post-race in the public lobby at USAC Driver 1. He's got Kyle Larson, Logan Seavey, Drake Edwards, JJ Ely, and Cale Coons. Ryan Timms on the right-hand side of your screen. You can find him post-race in the public lobby at USAC Driver 2. He again has chosen himself, which has worked out for him most of the time here on this swing. He's got himself, Corey Day, Gavin Miller, Cade Lewis, and Emerson Axum on his Dirt Draft lineup. Before we send things away into Dirt Draft Hot Laps here coming up, I want to say a big thank you to Brent Sexton and Sexton Gatlin Racing. We're actually standing on their trailer and delivering you the beautiful views of Ventura, California ahead of the Turkey Night Grand Prix. But now it's time to sit back, relax, and behold the oldest running midget race in the world. It's the Turkey Night Grand Prix at Ventura Raceway, and it's here next on FloRacing.
Thank you very much. Cars making their way out to the Speedway. Cars will make their way out for engine heat and to finish ironing in the Ventura Raceway Oval. Again, 52 drivers on hand for the 83rd running of the ARP Turkey Night Grand Prix presented by the West Coast Stock Car Hall of Fame. Driver rosters available down at the USAC merchandise trailer while supplies last. They're only $1. Names, numbers, hometown sponsors, all the information you need to get you to the night racing action. Again, that is available down at the USAC merchandise trailer for $1 while supplies last. While you're down there, check out all the race day must-have gear. We are getting down to limited inventory, so make sure you check out what is available and get down there while your size, color, and design is still available. I believe Ricky Lewis is down at his van that is parked back behind the grandstands where he is selling merchandise. He's down there signing autographs. Logan Seavey with his trailer down there as well, so make sure and stop by the driver's souvenir stands as well. Of course, after the races, we invite you down into the pit area to meet the drivers, buy a t-shirt, a hoodie, a hat, get some autographs. Thank them for coming out to put on a show for you here at Ventura. So as most of you have heard throughout the course of the 2024 season, USAC Racing launching their Play USAC program, giving fans new ways to feel more part of the action. Play USAC is offering you, the fans, ways to put money on your favorite driver for a chance to win. With top sports books and daily fantasy providers offering odds and exclusive sign-up offers for USAC Racing fans, there's never been a better time to give it a try. Visit nxtbets.com/playusac for more information on what's available in your state. Here on the broadcast, you can scan the QR code. Remember, you must be 21 years or older to participate. Void where prohibited. If you do win, post a screenshot of your winning bet slip on social media using the hashtag MyUSACWin, and you'll be featured on a FloRacing broadcast. Odds provided to USAC by NXT Bets. They put the odds-on favorite at Kyle Larson, plus 152. His odds coming into Turkey Night. A little bit down the list, you got Carson Macedo sitting at 1335. Last night's winner with the Ultimate Sprint Car Series now has wins in wing, non-wing, as well as midget car racing here in the 2024 season. Tanner Thorson picking up the win up at Bakersfield. His odds for tonight, 2209. Ryan Timms at 2625. Look a little bit further down into the underdog part of the list. They got Justin Grand at 9424. Zach Dahm at the identical odds. The long shot of the night at 98.01, they have listed as Chase McDermott. Speaking of the underdogs, the three best bets on the night for the underdogs, we have Justin Grant, Kevin Thomas Jr., and Tanner Carrick. Again, the odds that we are talking about are provided to USAC by NXT Bets. Checking out the onboard shot here on the FloRacing broadcast. Getting a look back at one of the Matt Streeter Racing entries here. The number 14 machine. New NOS Zero Sugar is here. Zero Sugar, 100% NOS, top of the NOS Energy Sampling Station, located just back by the main entrance. Next to the concession stand here, behind the grandstands, or to find a retailer near you, go to drinknos.com. Make sure to follow them on social media at NOS Energy Drink. Get after it, race fans, with new NOS Zero Sugar. Cookout presents always fresh, never frozen burgers, barbecue, hot dogs, all cooked fresh every day. And get this, over 40 different flavors of shakes, prepared fresh and made by hand every day. It's all yours. To find a Cookout location near you, visit cookout.com. Car IQ has created a payment solution aimed at fleets that allows cars and trucks to connect to gas pumps to pay for fuel without the need of a fuel card or credit card. Car IQ Payment Solutions, Car IQ Pay, replaces fleet card products and protects against fraud while significantly reducing back-office vehicle reconciliation. Learn more at gocariq.com today. Steel brand Coatings has continuously raised the bar in the industry for nearly half a century by making powder coat a thing of the past. Trusted worldwide since 1974, Steel has provided extraordinary performance in numerous applications across diverse industries, including architecture and construction, food processing, automotive, power sports, motorsports, aerospace, and countless DIY projects. When you want to win, that means using the best, and that's Steel brand Coatings. Visit steelit.com for more information. Hoosier Racing Tire is the official tire of the United States Auto Club. For more information on the tires designed for champions, go online to HoosierTire.com. If you're in the market for a new or used trailer, motor coach, or golf cart, look no further than Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, one of the nation's premier outlets and located right in the heart of north central Indiana, with the intent to give competitors the transporter they need to get to and from an event safely and dependably. Elliott's knowledgeable and dedicated staff will put you on track, showing you the latest in Featherlight, Intech, United, ATC, Illumitech, Bravo, as well as Madjax, X-Series, and EasyGo. Led by Cindy Elliott, whose motorsports roots run deep, stemming from her late husband and USAC champion Tony Elliott, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, it's not the choice, it's the only choice. Contact Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts at elliott'scustomtrailers.com today, or phone them at 1-800-766-1886. That's Elliott's, the only choice for champions. Indy Metal Finishing is the official sponsor of the USAC work area. Indy Metal Finishing is a family-owned and operated business with 30 years of experience in the industry. Their mission, to support their customers with an exceptional level of quality and service. Conveniently located only minutes from downtown Indianapolis, Indy Metal Finishing offers Type 2 and Type 3 anodizing chemical conversions, passivation, and electroless nickel services to motorsports, medical, military, aerospace, and manufacturing industries. Indy Metal Finishing is ISO certified and holds an FFL license. Visit them online at indymetalfinishing.com for more information. Cars continuing to circle the racetrack here in engine heat and wheel pack. That means you still have time to download the Dirt Draft app. Dirt Draft is the first and only fantasy racing app where you can compete against fans from all over the world by choosing a team of 5 drivers from each USAC event. Based off your drivers' results from tonight, you're then awarded points that you can use for USAC tickets, broadcast, merchandise, and much, much more. New subscribers receive a free t-shirt, and that will be shipped directly to you. You have a choice of USAC, High Limit FloRacing, or a Dirt Draft t-shirt. There's a $50 promo code for Death Ridge Optics, $20 promo code for My Race Pass, $10 for GottaRace.com, and a $10 promo code for HuntTheFront.com. The West Coast contest currently underway. We got a little contest going among the broadcast crew. Myself, Devin, we got Drake, Christy all going head-to-head. Non-Wing Fan 14, the username that is currently leading the way. And we talked about this yesterday, the one and only Clinton Boyles, currently second in the overall standings for the West Coast Challenge. Whether it's on the track, in the booth, or in the shop, Clinton Boyles has you covered. So make sure, download it, check it out. That is Dirt Draft. The official fire prevention solution of the United States Auto Club is Inferno Armor, created for the motorsports industry and now used in several industries. Inferno Armor quickly and easily makes fabrics fire retardant and heat resistant. Inferno Armor can be quickly used on any fabric to reduce the spread of fire and effectively block the transmission of conductive and radiant heat. Simply put, it's a high-performance fire protection and a convenient spray. Inferno Armor will present the fire move of the night in all 3 USAC national divisions throughout the 2024 season and will award the driver that puts on a fire of a show a complimentary bottle of Inferno Armor. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Search Facebook at USAC Racing and on Twitter and Instagram at USAC Nation. A reminder that everything you see posted to social media as well as live timing and scoring during the course of today's racing action is unofficial. All official news, notes, points, and updates will be posted at the close of racing at USACRacing.com. Getting handed a note just a couple of minutes ago. A little bit of extra cash up for grabs. Glenn Stiers up at Ohsweken Speedway up in Ontario, Canada. Glenn Stiers in Fabrication, GSR Racing, putting up a $1,000 bonus to the driver who starts from the pole in both feature events here tonight. So a $1,000 bonus if you're in the pole here during Honest Abe Roofing qualifying with the USAC NOS Energy Drink Midget National Championship, and another $1,000 if you draw the pole with the Ultimate Sprint Car Series presented by Inland Rigging. A big thank you to Glenn Stiers and everybody up at Ohsweken Speedway for continuing to contribute to the racers and teams. Also, special thanks to Greg Rentz here in Ventura and Oakview, as they have provided a lot of the lifts and equipment that we have been utilizing for the broadcast. A big thank you to them. Just because the 2024 season is coming to a close doesn't mean we'll be waiting long to go back green. The USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Championship kicking off 2025 with Winter Dirt Games. Practice on Sunday, February 9th down at Ocala Speedway, and we kick off racing action at Volusia Speedway Park. 6,000 win on night number 1. 10,000 win on night number 2. That'll be Monday and Tuesday, February 10th and 11th. February 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. We're back at Ocala Speedway. 6,000 win the first 2 nights, 7,500 to win on Friday, and we cap things off with a 10,000 win finale. More information and the entire 2025 schedule forthcoming at USACRacing.com. Not only are drivers looking at good paydays the entire time they are down in the Sunshine State, there is also a Winter Dirt Games point fund. The overall champion going to pick up an extra $5,000, $2,000 for second, $1,500 for third, $1,000 for fourth, and $500 for fifth. Of course, before we get to racing action down in Florida, the official kickoff to the outdoor dirt track racing season. You can catch the USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Championship, World of Outlaws, NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars, American Sprint Car Series, and more, along with Lucas Oil late models, World of Outlaw late models. It seems, well, if it's dirt track racing, you know where to be. We got some indoor shows coming up. Of course, we're talking about the Smiley's Racing Products Tulsa Shootout, happening over the New Year's weekend. Racing and practice kicking off on December 31st, and then the chase for the Golden Driller all the way through January 4th. Over 1,000 entries already on hand for the 40th running of the Mecca of Micros. all under the giant roof of the SageNet Center at Expo Square. General admission tickets sold at the event. And for more information, you can go to TulsaShootout.com. Following that, it is the big one. The Chili Bowl Nationals going for its 39th season and all powered by NOS Energy Drink. It's going to be happening January 13th through the 18th. Single seats, very scattered single seats for the entire week are still available in the reserved seats. Of course, Monday and Tuesday reserved seats are available by the handful. You can get those by calling 918-838-3777. Maybe you can only make it for a couple of nights or even the final night. The general admission ticket, that is your pit pass. Gives you seating on the back straightaway. It is available at the event and never sells out. For more information, chilibowl.com, or again, the number to call, 918-838-3777. So steadily whittling the number of cars on the speedway down to Dirt Draft Hot Lap Session number 1. Directing the drivers down to finish ironing in the bottom side of the speedway. 6 groups of Dirt Draft Hot Laps going to be coming up here in just a little bit. Again, 52 drivers on hand. So the drivers that are set to remain on track here for Dirt Draft Hot Lap Session number 1 out of Pocahontas, Illinois, the Smart Machine Tool, Dave.com, ZMAX BP Van, number 31B of Zach Dom. Dane Culver out of Riverside, California, the Bryce Becker Photography, iBox by Optics, Straight Edge Custom Painting, Pit Viper Lighting, number 50, also set to remain on the racing surface. Your points leader coming into the final night of competition at Locust Grove, Oklahoma, the PristineAuction.com, NOS Energy Drink, Toyota Racing Development, CB Industries number 86, Dason Pursley, the driver rolling into turn number 1 right now. He'll be here in Dirt Draft Hot Lap Session number 1. Randy Pankratz, a Atascadero, California driver. In the Pentair Fontana Triple X, Wally Pankratz owned at number 8. On track as well with Ryan Timms out of Oklahoma City, the JBL IWX Mobile 1 Curb Record, KKM Curb Agajanian at number 67. The 98, Tanner Carrick in Lincoln, California, the Mobile 1 Toyota Racing Development Link Chassis, IBOC, KKM Curb Agajanian number 98. Also going to be joined by the 73, Cole Wakeham out of Simi Valley, California, driver of the Nutri-Right Berry Growers at One Way Power, Triple X Chassis, Inland Rigging, JFM at number 73. Final driver set to be on track here for Dirt Draft Hot Lap Session number 1. Caden Sorelli out of Stockton, California, driver of the All-Pro Coatings, Teltac, SB Properties, SR11X, Spike Chassis number 32. Ryan Timms here on the front straightaway in that JBL Curb Toyota number 67. Pursley in the PristineAuction.com number 86. He just rolled by the flag stand. The Smart Machine Tool, Dave.com number 31B. Zach Dom, you see him there at the flag stand. Pankratz in the 8. In the 73, that is Wakeham. 50 of Culver. Pair of Sorelli machines here this weekend. The yellow and black machine on the racetrack, that is Caden. There'll be an all black with white graphics on track a little bit later on. That will be TJ Smith. So the green light's going to blink on for the first time here as we will get them wound up. Dirt Draft Hot Lap Session number 1 of 6 is underway. And Dason Persley, number 86. Quick time thus far, a 12.461. Zach Dahm, a 12.643. Caden Sorelli, a 12.782. Ryan Timms, 12.840. And Tanner Carrick, your top 5 quickest drivers thus far here in Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 1 at a 12.972. So set number 1 will make its way back pit side. Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 2 will begin to roll out. Down to the infield will stage out of Charlotte, North Carolina, the pristineauction.com, Toyota Racing Development, Speedway Toyota, Spike CB Industries, number 81. That will be Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs in the number 81. Brian Drollinger out of San Pedro, California, the Sweeney Motorsports, Van Dyne Chevrolet, Spike Chassis, Simpson, Golden State Plumbing, number 71D. Also down into the infield of the Speedway. The 20AZ, Stevie Sussex out of Tempe, Arizona, the Next Gen Landscaping. Beer Rubber, Stanton Spike, Crown Jewel Racing, number 20AZ. Driver sitting next to him down to the infield, that is Kevin Thomas Jr. He's out of Coleman, Alabama, driver of the Indy Fuel, Indy Power Sports, Carrington Home, CGCPA's Abacus Racing, Stanton Spike, number 57 KT. The Lucas Oil FloRacing, Speedway powered link chassis number 51B, the driver to Las Vegas, Nevada, that is Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch in the number 51B. Austin Torgerson at Glendale, Arizona, also in this Dirt Draft Hot Lap session. In the Torgerson Racing Smith Titanium Race Composite Repair SR11 Mount Stout Motorsports number 88A. The driver in 14, that is the 14T, Matthew Radisich. He's out of Auckland, New Zealand, driver of the Heritage Nut Farm, TNT Trucking. Grondstadt Streeter Racing, number 14T, waiting to push down in the infield. And final driver in this session out of Prescott, Arizona, driving the Biltmore Automotive Center, Randy's Paint and Body. Bonnie Van Zant owns Stanton Spike, number 3V. That is Jim Van Zant. Jim Van Zant in the number 3V. Again, if you missed it earlier, Glenn Stiers, Schweeken Speedway, Glenn Stiers Racing and Fabrication, GSR Racing, putting up an extra $1,000 to the driver that earns the pole in tonight's 98 lap. Turkey Night Grand Prix, also another $1,000 to the driver that draws the pole in your Ultimate Sprint Car Series feature event. So a couple $1,000 being thrown the way of the drivers here this evening. Again, thank you very much to Glenn Stiers and Schweeken Speedway up in Canada. Sending them green, white, checkered in hot laps here. Drivers getting a couple laps to feel things out, make sure everything is working A-OK. Again, Dason Persley, who was quickest in set number 1 at a 12.461. Ty Gibbs, currently second quick overall, fastest among the cars on track at a 12.540. Checker flag, and Gibbs quickest on track right now at a 12.540. Persley still the fastest overall at 12.461. Zach Dahm currently third quick at a 12.643. Kevin Thomas Jr. just on track. He's fourth quick at a 12.740. And Caden Sorelli at a 12.782. Doug Bushy joining me up in the booth. Of course, he has been on the mic with the Ultimate Sprint Car Series presented by Inland Rigging throughout the 2024 season. And you guys are doing something pretty cool there for the race for Chase tonight.
Yeah, Brian, thanks again. And as you know, we are racing for Chase Johnson, always thinking about Chase and his road to recovery. And we've got a really cool raffle going on right now at the VRA merchandise trailer. That's the yellow trailer right below the main grandstand. FRF Fabrication, that's Ryan Flayton, has been gracious enough to donate this really cool custom aluminum Chase Johnson sprint car wing. It's 2 foot by 2 foot, all aluminum, and it's got graphics to match Chase Johnson's red number 24 sprint car wing. And the tickets are just $5. So go down to the VRA merchandise trailer right now. Buy a $5 raffle ticket, and we will read off the winner of that awesome custom Chase Johnson wing here tonight live on FloRacing.com.
Of course, we know Chase has been tuning into the broadcast. We continue to pray for his recovery. Hope everything continues to trend in a positive direction. So far, the posts on social media have been looking that way. So we hope the fight continues on. Hope to see him back at a racetrack soon. Next group of cars out to the speedway here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. CJ Sarnett of Palm Desert, California, driving the Final Lifestyle Stanton Spike Chassis Cactus Jacks Midwest Glass and Aluminum number 20. Going to be making his way around to the back straightway. Also on track at Elk Grove, California, driving the FloRacing.com, HendrickCars.com, KNC Drywall, Durst JVI Group number 1K. That is Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson in the 1. Buddy Kofoid at Pine Grove, California, making his way around to the near side of the speedway. The Mobile 1, TRD Curb Records, IDBX, Herbeck Janie number 71. And the 00 Jake Andriani just making his way out into Castro Valley, California. Driving the Hothead Engine Eater, says Slinger Spike Chassis 00. The Q32 onto the speedway. Peter Paulson at Woodland, California. The Code 1 Towing, Mopar Spike Chassis, El Toro Racing. Q32 machine. The second Grosstown Street Racing number 14 on track. The Heritage Nut Farm TNT Trucking entry of Michael Facento. Michael Facento at Hanford, California, making his way down the back straightway. Last night's winner in sprint car competition at Lemoore, California, drove the complete parts and equipment, Tarleton & Sons Empire. Speedway Toyota King Chassis, Dyson Motorsports number 99 AU. That is Carson Macedo. Carson Macedo in the 99. Driver to Las Vegas, Nevada, making his way into turns at 1 and 2. The Haas Racing, Sunland Wood Products, Chevrolet XXX 20X. That is Kyle Haas. Kyle Haas in the 20X. Getting upside down. In fact, he field goaled it down into the exit ramp during practice. The crew working feverishly to get the car back on track. The Link Chassis, Speedway Toyota, Safari Poles and Landscaping, M. Rossi, FK by Sherville Suspension, number 77 of Dalton Gabbard. Dalton Gabbard to the 77, back at speed here at Ventura. New driver atop of the speed charts, Buddy Kofoid, a 12.435 as the track continues to work in. Dason Pursley second quick at a 12.461. Ty Gibbs at a 12.540. Kyle Larson at a 12.564. Zach Dahm now fifth quick at a 12.643. Andriani, Macedo, Thomas, Sorelli, and Timms currently make up the top 10. Down to the USAC merchandise trailer for looks like about the next 2 hours till about 6 o'clock. Most of the shirts are going to be 2 for $25. That does exclude the Lifestyle and West Coast Swing t-shirts. That is trackside only. So until 6, shirts are 2 for $25. Again, that does exclude the Lifestyle as well as the West Coast Swing t-shirts. Make sure and stop by the USAC merchandise trailer before your size and design is sold out. Just past the midpoint here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Jacob Denny down in the infield, waiting to make his way out here in group number 4. He's out of Galloway, Ohio, driving the Trent Shoring, Rodella Fabrication, FK Rollins, Ed Pink Link number 25 machine. 57 to Logan Seavey out of Sutter, California. Also down in the infield, the McVeigh Trucking, Indy Custom Stone, Factory QRC, Prime 47, CGCPA's Abacus Racing, number 57. The Dave.com, Smart Machine Tool, DMI, Stanton Spike, Bauman Racing number 31, Jake Swanson out of Anaheim, California. Make his way out to the Speedway. The Q23, Barry Valentino. He's out of Brisbane, Australia. Driven the Code 1 Towing, Stanton Spike Chassis, Q23. Car getting the push over into turns 1 and 2. The 3J to the back straightaway, the driver to Phoenix, Arizona, J.J. Yaley, the Avante Windows and Doors, Beaver Stripes, Apache Transport, CK Electric, Petty Performance Racing, number 3J. Talk about Logan Seavey out of Sutter, California, the Bavay Trucking, Indy Custom Stone, Forecheck Marketing, number 57, making his way over through turns at 3 and 4. On the back straightaway, Corey Day out of Clovis, California, the Durst Sander Engineering, 4Cs Construction, Bob Worth Mopar, Bullet by Spike, Willie Kano, number 4, going to make his way round to the near side of the racetrack. The 18 here on the front straightaway, Todd Haas out of Simi Valley, California, driver of the Southern California Electric Firm, Chevrolet Triple X chassis, number 18. The number 19 is Alex Karpowitz out of Spring Branch, Texas, just past the flag stand, driver of the Banks Power, Amsoil, Smith Titanium, Rockwell Security, Mount Stout Motorsports, number 19. And one final driver to tell you about, works off at turn number 4. That's Cannon McIntosh out of Bixby, Oklahoma, the Gear Wrench, TRD, Bubble 1 Curb Records, KKM Curb Agajani, number 71K. He is the one in chase of the championship. He trails by 30 to Dayson Pursley as we go to green in Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 4. Cannon McIntosh now quickest, a 12:204. Correct that, Jacob Denny, a 12:204. Cannon McIntosh, a 12:317. Corey Day, a 12:352. Buddy Kofoy, 12:435. And Dayson Pursley now 5th quick at a 12:461. 2024 Avante Windows and Doors USAC Western State Midget Champion rolling down into the infield at Bakersfield, California. The Wireless 101, FK by Sure-Built Suspension. Ebco Off-Road, Dean Alexander owned at 101. That is Cade Lewis. Cade Lewis in the 101. Drivers on track for Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 5. Kaylee Bryson also down in the infield. She's out of Muskogee, Oklahoma. Driver of the Indy Power Sports, Mission Roofing, Southern Pacific Farms. Audiology Associates, CGCPA's, Indy Custom Stone, Abacus Racing, number 58. Zach Weigel out of Belle Prix, Ohio. The Dave Noss Auto Outlet, S2 Cybersecurity, Spike Speedway Toyota, CB Industries, Commercial Systems Plus, number 89. He will await the push, as does the 97K. The drivers out of Collinsville, Oklahoma, driving the iBox Toyota, PageKC.com, KKM Give Back Classic, KKM Curb Agajani, number 97K. That is Cale Drake. Cale Drake in the 97. Brody Graham going to make his way out to the speedway now on the Race Spot Motorsports at BGR Racing, B&B Oilfield Consulting, Stanton Spike Chassis, Graham Racing, K1 Race Gear, number 66. Out to the speedway now at Ione, California. Driving the NOS Energy Drink and ViroFab, MPV Express Toyota Spike RMS Racer number 2. That is Justin Grant. Justin Grant in the 2. TJ Smith in the 32X machine out of Fresno, California. The Teltax Stanton Spikes, Sorelli Farms, SP Properties number 32X. Will make his way out to the back straightaway. Couple more drivers to tell you about. The 67K. Emerson Axum to Franklin, Indiana. The Curb Records, IWX, KKM, Curb Agajani, number 67. Also on track at Greenfield, Indiana, driving the Trent Shoring, HB Enterprises, JFM, Toyota Spike Chassis, number 15. That is C.J. Leary. C.J. Leary in the number 15. couple of drivers tangling over turns 1 and 2. One rolls, the other one stops. Caden Lewis facing the wrong way in a one-way street. Grant the 2 is the other driver over there. He rolls onto the back straightaway. They'll start to single down into the pit area. Jacob Denny remains quickest, a 12.204. Cannon McIntosh, a 12.317. Corey Day, a 12.352. Emerson Axum, a 12.415. Kofoid still 5th quick at a 12.435. Cale Drake is 6th quick. Dason Persley 7th. Logan Seavey 8th. Zach Weigel and Ty Gibbs now make up the top 10. Final group of our Dirt Draft Hot Laps making its way down into the infield. Paced by Gavin Miller out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. The Sound Gear Toyota Racing Development Mobile 1. Curb Records KKM Kerbicajanian at number 97. Rolling down to a stop on the turn 3 side of the infield. Brody Fuston out of Bakersfield, California, also down in the infield. The 5-1 Trucking, Raceball Motorsports, Stanton Spike. Rusty Carlisle owned at number 51. Jason McDermott out of Springfield, Illinois. The Woodland Auto Display, Nutri Berry Growers, Inland Rigging, MP Environmental, one-way spike chassis number 8W. Sitting down on the inside of the speedway, as is Tanner Thorson out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, driving the Trent Shoring Rodella Fabrication FK Rod Dead Pink powered Link chassis, Tom Malloy owned at number 25M. Out of Greencastle, Indiana, the Dueling Machine, TJ Ford CSI Stanton Shores chassis, number 63. That'll be Cale Coons. Cale Coons in the 63. And the 3P machine. That is Drake Edwards out of Peoria, Arizona. The Avanti Windows and Doors, Stanton Spike, Beaver Stripe, CK Electric, Petty Performance Racing, number 3. Sunshine, Tyler Courtney out of Indianapolis, Indiana. The NOS Energy Drink, FloRacing.com, KNC Drywall, HendrickCars.com, Speedway Powered EMI, Silver Motorsports number 23C. Waiting the push down in the infield. And Ronnie Gardner about to make his way out to the racetrack at Corona, California. Driving the Trico Construction CSI JST Shock Technology Esslinger BB7 Stewart chassis number 68. And one more driver to tell you about, that is Abby Holbein. She's out of Cloverdale, Ohio, driving the HP Enterprises Chevrolet Power Triple X JFM number 55. So again, the final group of drivers on track here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. So Jacob Denny will be quickest in Dirt Draft Hot Laps with a 12.204. We'll see if he can translate the speed over into Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Honest Abe Roofing, America's reliable roofer, will present the Fast Qualifying Award in all 3 USAC national divisions throughout the 2024 season. Honest Abe has been installing, repairing, and maintaining residential roofs since 2005, and they want to give you the perfect roof to protect your home and keep you comfortable. Honest Abe provides the fastest service in the roofing industry, and they're supporting the fastest driver in qualifications. Visit honestaberoofing.com today to schedule your free roof inspection. 2 laps on the clock. They'll get 1 lap to warm up. They'll go green the second time by. Again, a $1,000 bonus up for grabs to your Honest Abe Roofing Quick Qualifier. That is courtesy of Glenn Stiers and Oshwegan Speedway. As we await a camera to mosey up across the racing surface. So the track is cleared. Cars in staging and set to roll. Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. First driver on the speedways at Pocahontas, Illinois. The Smart Machine Tool, Dave.com, ZMAX, BP Fab, Bioman Motorsports, Stanton SR11X, Spike Chassis number 31B. This is Zach Dahm. Zach Dahm in the number 31B. 2 wins on the season outside of USAC National Competition with Extreme Outlaw Midgets. May 22nd at Millbridge and October 4th at Jacksonville. Dahm coming around on lap number 1. He will set the mark at a 13.010. 13.010 seconds for the Pocahontas, Illinois driver. A 5-time A-feature starter here in Turkey Night competition. The last one was in 2014. He ran 4th, tying his best finish before that the previous year. As he'll come around on lap number 2, it will be a 12.675, 12675 seconds. So Zach Dahm will set the mark here in Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Next on to the Speedway at Locust Grove, Oklahoma, the PristineAuction.com Speedway Toyota Spike Chassis, CB Industries number 86. This is Dason Pursley. Dason Pursley, your points leader. With a 12.401, he'll establish a new quick qualifying time, 12.401. 2 previous starts here in Turkey Night competition. Last year ran 14th in the feature event. Lap number 2, better, 12.206. Dason Pursley, now your quick qualifier. Dane Culver out to the Speedway to Riverside, California. The Bryce Becker Photography, iBox, Spy Optics. August Culverone, number 50, one of our event rookies. Comes around in his opening lap at a 12.935, 12935 seconds for Dane Culver. Over 25 drivers in the field vying to be the rookie of the race. Brings it around lap number 2, slower, a 13.076. He'll stand on his opening lap at 12.935 for Dane Culver. Out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, we find the JBL IWX Mobile 1 Curb Breaker Speedway Toyota Link Chassis number 67. This is Ryan Timms. Ryan Timms in the number 67. Lap number 1 for Ryan Timms. Second quick at 12.668. 12668 seconds for Ryan Timms. 3 starts in Turkey Night competition. Finished 24th in 2021, 19th in 2022, and 23rd 1 year ago. Comes around lap number 2 a little bit better, a 12.615. Still second quick for Ryan Timms. Randy Pankratz onto the Speedway now. She comes to you out of Atascadero, California. Driving the Hasa Triple X chassis, Fontana powered. Wally Pankratz owned at number 8. She'll turn a 12.990 on her opening lap, 12.990. Last time she made the feature here in Turkey Night competition was in 2016. Comes around lap number 2, a little bit slower, a 12.994. Lap number 1, a 12.990 for Randy Pankratz. At Lincoln, California, the Toyota Racing Development Mobile 1 Curb Records, IBOT, KKM, Curb Janie, and Link Speedway Toyota number 98. This is Tanner Carrick. Tanner Carrick in the number 98. Comes around 4th quick on lap number 1 with a 12.682, 12682 seconds. 7th place finish up at Tulare. His only start so far on this West Coast swing. 4th starts in Turkey Night competition for the driver of the number 98. Jumps to second quick on lap number 2, a 12.498, 12498 seconds for Tanner Carrick. Cole Wakeham out of Simi Valley, California, the Nutri-Right Berry Growers, one-way Triple X chassis, MP Environmental Inland Rigging, JFN number 63. He'll be the 7th driver out to qualify. Another one of our event rookies. here in the Turkey Night Grand Prix. Comes around a 13.114, 13.114 seconds for the driver of the number 73. Works around to the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. We'll see if he can improve as he works it off onto the front straightaway. The neutral right number 73 does improve. On time, not position, 13.054. Lap number 2, the better attempt for Cole Wakeham. Caden Sorelli out of Stockton, California. The All-Pro Coatings, Teltac SB Properties, SR11 Spike Chassis, number 32. Next on to the Speedway. Fifth quick on lap number 1 at 12.899, 128.99 seconds for the driver of the number 32. 19th at Merced in round 1, 14th in round number 2. Comes around lap number 2, better, fifth quick at a 12.830, 128.30 seconds for Caden Sorelli. Austin Torgerson next on the Speedway out of Glendale, Arizona. The Torgerson Racing Smith Titanium Race Composite Repair SR11 Spike Chassis number 88A. Another driver on the list. The Don Basil Rookie of the Race Contenders. 24th up at Tulare. Scratched out of Merced. Finished 17th at Bakersfield. Has gone to victory lane 8 times in micro competition this season. Torgerson, lap number 2 at 12.829. Puts him fifth quick right now. Lap number 1 was a 12.975. Showed some speed during hot laps, making his USAC National Midget debut out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Driver of the PristineAuction.com. Toyota Racing Development, CB Industries, Spike Speedway Toyota number 81. This is Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs in the number 81, a 13.138 on his opening lap. We'll see what the 2021 ARCA and 2022 Xfinity champion can do as he works off at turn number 4. Better, fifth quick at a 12.750, 12.750 for Ty Gibbs on lap number 2, currently fifth. Brian Drollinger out of San Pedro, California. The Sweeney Motorsports Van Dyne Chevrolet Spike Chassis. Golden State Plumbing Simpson. Number 71D on the Speedway, a 13.756 on lap number 1. Puts him currently 11th out of 11. Again, a 13.756. Lord Drollinger, as he makes his way out to turn number 4. We'll see if he finds a little bit of improvement here with that Van Dyne Chevrolet under the hood. He does on time, not position. A 13.719, still 11th on the grid for the 71D. Started as FOMO, and well, it got him behind the wheel. He's out of Coleman, Alabama, driving the Indy Fuel, Indy Power Sports. Carrington Holmes, CGCPA's Abacus Racing, Stanton Spike number 57 KT. This is Kevin Thomas Jr. Kevin Thomas Jr. goes second quick on his opening lap at 12.324, 123.24 seconds for Kevin Thomas Jr. 8 times he has made the cut here in Turkey Night competition. Brings it around lap number 2. Better on time, not position, a 12.286, 122.86 seconds, 0.080 seconds off of the pace of Dason Pursley, who remains your quick qualifier at a 12.206. Stevie Sussex out of Tempe, Arizona at speed. The Next Gen Landscaping Beer Rubber, Stanton Spike Chassis, Crown Jewel Racing number 20 AZ. Goes ninth quick at his opening lap at a 12.904, 12.904 seconds for Stevie Sussex. Another one of our Don Basil Rookie of the Race Contenders here. Makes his way around on lap number 2. And a little bit slower, 12.974. Opening lap will be his best attempt at 12.904. Currently 9th on the field. Matthew Radisich out of Auckland, New Zealand. The Heritage Nut Farm, TNT Trucking. Stanton Spike, Gronstott Streeter Racing number 14T. Comes around lap number 1, 13th on the grid. A 13.288, 132.88 seconds for the as he makes his way onto the back straightaway. Also looks through turns 3 and 4, looking for a little bit more speed round the front straightway. Does he find it? He does. At a 13.174. Better on time, not position, still 13th for the 14T. Problems last night getting the car running. Tonight he's got to run it on all 4 at Prescott, Arizona. Driving the Biltmore Automotive Center. Stanton Spike Chassis, Randy's Paint Body number 3V. This is Jim Van Zandt. Jim Van Zandt in the number 3V. Comes around lap number 1, going to be 15th out of 15 and a 14.062, 140.62 seconds for the Prescott, Arizona driver. Makes his way through turns 3 and 4. Rounds on turn number 4, lap number 2, and he will find a little bit more speed. He'll jump up 1 position to 14th at a 13.670, 136.70 seconds. Kyle Busch onto the speedway, driver to Las Vegas, Nevada. goes 6 quick in his opening lap at a 12:676 of the Lucas Oil FloRacing.com Speedway Powered Link chassis number 51B. See if he can find some more speed here in lap number 2. Not quite, a little bit slower, a 12:932. Still 6 quick for Kyle Busch in at the 51B. Michael Facino onto the speedway. He is out of Hanford, California. Driven the Heritage Nut Farm Stanton SR11X Spike Chassis TNT truck number 14. Lap number 1, 10th quick at a 12:872. 1:28.72 seconds for the driver of the number 14. Brings her off at turn number 4. Lap number 2, better. Picks up 2 more to 8th quick at a 12:780. 1:2780 seconds for Michael Facento. At speed now at Castro Valley, California, the Hotheads engine heater, Esslinger Spike Chassis, Pete Davis 00. That is Jake Andreotti. Jake Andreotti in the 00 goes 5th quick in his opening lap at 12:630. 1:2630 seconds. 2 starts at Turkey Night competition, a best of 4th in 2022. 1 year ago, finished 12th in your 98-lap feature event. Comes around a little bit sore on lap number 2, a 12:781, but 5th quick on lap number 1 for Jake Andreotti thus far. Driver to Las Vegas, Nevada. Kyle Haas in the Haas Racing Chevrolet XXX Sunland Wood Products Beauty Books number 20X. Goes around on his opening lap, and he will be 17th quick at 13:401. Finished 8th in the first feature up at Merced. Round 2 ended up in the Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts semi-feature event. Another one of our non-Basile Rookie of the Race contenders. Lap number 2 was a little bit better at 13:380, still 17th for Kyle Haas. Driver to Palm Desert, California, driving the Cactus Jack Stanton Spike Chassis Midwest Class in Aluminum, number 20. This is CJ Sarna. CJ Sarna goes 15th quick on his opening lap at a 13:051, 1:3051 seconds. 1 start here in Turkey Night competition as he nearly hangs the Hoosiers off at turn number 4. That was in 2019. He ran 21st. Onto the speedway now. He is your 4-time and defending champion of Turkey Night. Driving the FloRacing.com, KNC Drywall, HendrickCars.com, Durst JVI Group, Silva Motorsports, EMI number 1K. This is Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson in the 1. Brings it around to lap number 1. Larson 4th quick at a 12:567. 1:2567 seconds. For the 4-time Turkey Night winner. He's made the cut 11 times. He has finished in the top 5 every year he has tried since 2014. Brings it around lap number 2. Better 3rd quick at a 12:364. 1:2364 seconds for Kyle Larson, currently 3rd. Driver picking up the win up at Tulare. Going back to victory lane last night in sprint car competition. This is Carson Macedo out of Lemoore, California. The complete parts and equipment, Tarleton & Sons, Empire, Speedway, Toyota King Chassis, Dyson Motorsports, number 99 AU. Goes 7th quick in his opening lap at a 12:638, 1:2638 seconds. As 6 starts in Turkey Night competition, he ran 3rd here in 2023, matching his best finish from 2016. As he came around on lap number 2, better on time, a 12:513, 5th quick for Carson Macedo. Peter Paulson out of Woodland, California. Next onto the speedway, the Code 1 Towing Mopar Spike Chassis El Toro Racing number Q32. Last time on track up at Merced. Finished off in your semi-feature event in both attempts. At the Sunday double, lap number 1 was a 13:496. Lap number 2 a 13:387. As Paulson currently 21st quick. 24 driver onto the speedway to take time at Pine Grove, California. The Mobile 1, TRD, Curb Records, IWX, KKM, Curb Agajanian, Link Chassis, Speedway, Toyota, number 71. This is Buddy Kofoid. Buddy Kofoid in the number 71 goes 4th quick in his opening lap at 12:419 for the driver who has 4 starts in Turkey Night competition. Finished runner-up in 2021. 1 year ago, he ran 7th in your 98-lap feature event. The 2-time USAC National Midget Champion goes 2nd quick on lap number 2, a 12:238, 1:2238 seconds for Kofoid in 71. getting the car back together and back on track after a wild flip last night during practice out of Peoria, Arizona. The Safari Pulls and Landscaping, M. Rossi Speedway Link, FK by Sherfield Suspension, number 77. This is Dalton Gabbard. Dalton Gabbard rolls 7th quick on his opening lap, a 12.601. One of our Don Basile Rookie of the Race contenders here as he makes his way off at turn number 4, lets the car swing just a little wide. And it's going to cost him lap number 2, shaved nearly 3/10 off. It's going to be a 12.859. Gabbard, lap number 1, puts him 7th currently on the field. Out of Galloway, Ohio, the Trent Shoring, Rodella Fabrication, FK Ron is Tom Malloy owned, Ed Pink Powered Link chassis number 25. This is Jacob Denny. Jacob Denny in the number 25, lap number 1, quick time 12.193, 121.93 seconds for Jacob Denny on lap number 1. He'll bring it off at turn number 4. Does he improve on lap number 2? He does. 12.072. Quicker for Jacob Denny. So Jacob Denny goes to the top of the charts in the 25. Now your quick qualifier. And that did not sound good at all. J.J. Yaley suddenly going silent in the number 3J. Does register a 16.766 second lap. So the Avante windows and doors, Beaver Stripes, Esslinger Spike, number 3J. The deafening sound of silence will greet him. They will take him back to the pit area and see what exactly is going on with that number 3 machine. So continuing on, the next driver out to the Speedway, the most recent addition to the USAC Triple Crown Club, and the McVeigh Trucking Indy Custom Stone Factory QRC Prime 47, Southern Pacific Farms, CGCPA's Abacus Racing number 57. This is Logan Seavey. Logan Seavey in the number 57. A 5-time starter and a 2-time winner here in Turkey Night brings it around lap number 1, 13th quick at a 12.679, 126.79 seconds for Logan Seavey. A total of 19 victories on the year. 16 of those, make that 17 of those, occurring in USAC competition. Lap number 2, better, 6 quick at a 12.385, 123.85 seconds for Logan Seavey. Jake Swanson behind the wheel, the Dave.com Smart Machine Tool, DMI, Stanton Spike, Biomed Motorsports number 31. Comes around on lap number 1, and he will stop the clock 9th quick at a 12.522, 125.22 seconds. 7 starts in Turkey Night competition. His last one was in 2022. He ran 11th, his best finish in 2013, where he ran 7th. Improves to 6th quick on lap number 2 with a 12.369, 123.69 seconds for Jake Swanson. Todd Haas onto the Speedway out of Simi Valley, California. Driver of the Southern California Electric Firm, Chevrolet Triple X chassis, Haas Abbey Carpet, number 18. Another one of our Don Basile Rookie of the Race contenders here. Comes around to lap number 1. He will be 28th quick at a 13.691, 136.91 seconds for the driver of the number 18. Works his way off at turn number 4. A little bit wide up against the wall here. Lap number 2, still an improvement at a 13.530. 27th currently on the field for Todd Haas. Barry Valentino at speed now. The Code 1 Towing, Wrench Devil Cycles, CVRCSI, El Toro Racing number Q23. The driver out of Brisbane, Australia. Comes around on his opening lap, and he will turn a 13.790, 13.790 for the driver of the Q23. 7th place in the semi-feature event up at Merced in round number 1. Semi-feature event bound and a feature number 2. The last time he was on track here in USAC National Midget Competition. Lap number 2 does see an improvement of 13.741. Puts him 30th currently on the field. Out of Clovis, California, driver of the Durst Sander Engineering, 4Cs Construction, Bob Worth Powered, Bullet by Spike, Willie Kane on number 4. This is Corey Day. Corey Day in the number 4 goes 8th quick on his opening lap, a 12.489. Ran 2nd last year from the 12th starting spot. Brings her around turns 3 and 4. We'll see if he improves on lap number 2. He does. 5th quick at a 12.313, 123.13 seconds for Corey Day. The driver currently second in standings, trails by 30 and looking for those all-important qualifying points out of Bixby, Oklahoma. Driver the gear wrench, TRD, Bubble 1, Curb Breaker, Speedway, Toyota Link Chassis, KKM, Curb-Agagini, number 71K. This is Cannon McIntosh. Cannon McIntosh rolls 9th quick in his opening lap, a 12:3.86. 4 starts in Turkey Night competition, runner-up finish in 2019. Problems last year, ended up 21st, goes 5th quick on lap number 2 at a 12:2.95, 1:2.295 seconds for Cannon McIntosh. From micros to midgets, Alex Karpowitz out of Spring Branch, Texas, driver the Banks Power, Amsoil, Stanton, Link Chassis, Rockwell Security, Mount Stout Motorsports, number 19. Graduate of the Dirt to Media National Open Wheel 600 Series, goes 21st quick on his opening lap, a 12:8.93, 1:2.893 seconds. Another on the list of 27 drivers who entered, vying for the Don Basile Rookie of the Race Award. Comes around lap number 2, better at a 12:8.46. Puts him 21st for the time being. Ooh, look out. Brody Graham in the 66 found a banana peel awaiting him over in turns 1 and 2. He will bring it to a stop. And the Bakersfield, California driver going to get a push and another crack out of here. The Race Palm Motorsports, B&B Oilfield Consulting, Western Metalcraft, Central California Construction, K1 Race Gear, Graham Racing, number 66. So the driver they're all chasing right now is Jacob Denny, a 12:072. Dason Persley at 12:206. Buddy Copewood at 12:238. Kevin Thomas Jr. 12:286. And Cannon McIntosh currently 5th quick at a 12:295. 44.121 seconds on his opening lap. After a little snafu over there in turns 1 and 2. But Graham back at speed. Lap number 2. We'll see what he can salvage here as he comes around to the way with a checkered flag. And he will take it to 17th on the grid at a 12:704, 1:27.04 seconds for Brody Graham. TJ Smith on the track out of Fresno, California, driver the Teltac SB Properties, Sorelli Farms All-Pro Coatings, Stanton Spike Chassis number 32X. Semi-feature event appearance up at Bakersfield Speedway, goes 15th quick on his opening lap at a 12:673, 1:26.73 seconds for the driver of the number 32X. Paces around the bottom side of turns 3 and 4 and onto the front straightaway. And lap number 2, slower, a 12:705. He'll stand on lap number 1, a 12:673, currently 15th for TJ Smith. On the wrenches last night, on the wheel here tonight at Bayonne, California. Driver the NOS Energy Drink and EnviroFab, MPV Express, Toyota Spike RMS race number 2. This is Justin Grant. Justin Grant in the 2. 2022 champion of Turkey Night, ran 23rd 1 year ago. He has made the cut on 5 occasions. He is 18th quick on his opening lap at a 12:681, 1:26.81 seconds for Justin Grant. Lap number 2, better, 9th quick at a 12:382, 1:23.82 seconds for the driver out of Bayonne, California. Out of Greenfield, Indiana, driver the Trent Shoring, HP Enterprises, JFM, Dennis Hart owns Toyota-powered Spike Chassis number 15. This is CJ Leary. CJ Leary in the number 15, 22nd fastest on lap number 1, a 12:792. Has made 1 start in the Turkey Night feature event. That was in 2018 where he ran 20th. Brings the Trent Shoring number 15 around, and he improves to 15th on the field at a 12:628, 1:26.28 seconds. Lap number 2 for CJ Leary. Emerson Axum on track. He is the 39th driver to qualify to Franklin, Indiana. Driver the Curb Records, IWX, Mobile 1, Walker Filtration, Speedway, Total Link Chassis, KKM, Curb-Agagini, number 67K. 13th fastest on his opening lap, a 12:538, 1:25.38 seconds for the 4-time Tulsa Shootout winner. He has 3 starts in Turkey Night A feature competition, ran 27th in 2021, 8th in 2022, and got better to 6th 1 year ago. Comes around lap number 2, 12th quick at a 12:505, 1:25.05 seconds for Emerson Axum. She comes to you out of Muskogee, Oklahoma. Driver the Indy Power Sports, Mission Roofing, Southern Pacific Farms, Audiology Associates, Stanton Spike, Abacus Racing number 58. This is Kaylee Bryson. Kaylee Bryson goes 22nd quick on her opening lap, a 12:745, 1:27.45 seconds for the driver who has made 2 starts here in Turkey Night competition, a career best of 5th in 2021. Lap number 2, better, 15th quick for Kaylee Bryson at a 12:606. Out of Prix, Ohio, the Dave Nossetto Outlet, Speedway Toyota, Spike Chassis, S2 Cybersecurity, CB Industries, Commercial Systems Plus, number 89. This is Zach Weigel. Zach Weigel, 11th quick on his opening lap at a 12:4.90, 1:24.90 seconds. Another one of our Don Basile Rookie of the Race contenders going to make his way off of turn number 4 as the sun begins to hang low. Behind the Ventura Raceway, Zach Weigel going to come around on lap number 2. He'll improve to 11th at a 12:4.78, 1:24.78 seconds for the driver of the number 89. Cale Drake out of Collinsville, Oklahoma, driving the Einbach Toyota, PageKC.com, KKM Give Back Classic, Speedway Toyota Link Chassis, KKM Kerr-Bagajanian, number 97K. 8th quick on lap number 1, a 12:3.69, 1:23.69 seconds for Cale Drake. He ran 16th in this event 1 year ago. Comes around lap number 2, improves to 6th fastest at a 12:2.99, 1:22.99 seconds for Cale Drake on lap number 2. Problems during our dirt draft hot laps, but he's got her pointed the right direction now into Bakersfield, California. The Wireless 101, FK by Sure-Built Suspension, Speedway Toyota, Spike Chassis, Dogfish Tails, EFCO Off-Road number 101. This is Cade Lewis. Cade Lewis, the 2024 USAC Western State Midget Champion. He has made the cut in 2 attempts here in the Turkey 9 Grand Prix, 18th in 2022. He ran 10th from 26 1 year ago. Lap number 1 will be the one he stands on at a 12:6.59. Lap number 2 was a 12:7.40. Cade Lewis, 21st. Another on the list of the Don Basile Rookie of the Race contenders, the dueling machine, TJ Ford CSI Stanton Shores Chassis, number 63. This is Cale Coons out of Greencastle, Indiana. Cale Coons on lap number 1, 36 fastest at 13:088 seconds. For Cale Coons on lap number 1. Lap number 2, he will improve 33rd quick, a 12:9.82. 1:29.82 seconds for Cale Coons on his second attempt. The rookies keep on coming. Abby Holbein out of Cloverdale, Ohio. The JFM HP Enterprises Chevrolet Triple X Chassis, Lambert Motorsports, number 55. One of the USAC Midwest Speed D2 Midget contenders. Comes around on lap number 1. She'll be 37th on the field at a 13:151. 1:3.151 seconds. Semi-feature event up at Bakersfield. Comes around on lap number 2, a 13:213 rather. A little bit slower. Lap number 1 will be the one she stands on, 37th quick for Abby Holbein. Out of Corona, California, driving the Trico Construction Esslinger BB7 Stewart Chassis, 68 Motorsports, number 68. This is Ronnie Gardner. Ronnie Gardner in the number 68, the 5-time USAC Western State Midget Champion. He has made the cut on 6 occasions in Turkey Night competition. Goes 33rd quick on his opening lap at a 12:9.82. Lap number 1, slower. Lap number 2, better at a 12:6.24, 1:26.24 seconds. Ronnie Gardner jumps it to 19th. Out of Indianapolis, Indiana, now on the clock, the NOS Energy Drink, FloRacing.com, KNC Tri-Wall, EMI Speedway Powered, Silva Motorsports, number 23C. This is Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. Tyler Courtney, 22nd quick on his opening lap, a 12:6.58, 1:26.58 seconds for Tyler Courtney. Lap number 2, better, 13th. He will turn a 12:4.84. So the 2019 USAC National Midget Champion. He has made the cut on 4 occasions, the best finish of 5th in 2018. Next on to the speedways, he comes around to click off lap number 1. It's going to be Drake Edwards out of Peoria, Arizona. The Avanti windows and doors. Stanton Spike, Beaver Stripes, Apache Transport, CK Electric, number 3P. 30th on the grid on lap number 1, a 12:813. Lap number 2, he improves by a couple, goes to 28th quick at a 12:722 second lap. Again, that was Drake Edwards. Out of Bakersfield, California, he has made the cut twice in 2022 and 2023 in Turkey Night. Brody Fusen in the 5-1 trucking. Stanton Spike, number 51, goes 31st quick on his opening lap, a 12:695, 1:27.95 seconds on lap number 1 for Brody Fusen. 24th in 2022, finished 26th 1 year ago. Comes around lap number 2, he does improve, 28th quick, a 12:715, 1:27.15 seconds for Brody Fusen. Gavin Miller on track now to Allentown, Pennsylvania. The Sound Gear Toyota Racing Development Mobile 1 Curb Records Ibach KKM Kerr-Bagajanian number 97. Ran 13th here 1 year ago behind the wheel of the number 97 machine. Comes around 12th quick on his opening lap, a 12.475, 1:24.75 seconds. Best finish on this West Coast swing at Bakersfield. Crossed the line 4th. He'll come around lap number 2, and he improves to 8th quick at a 12.345, 1:23.45 seconds for Gavin Miller. Tanner Thorson next onto the speedway. As we're down to the final couple of drivers to qualify. Originally out of Minden, Nevada, now hailing out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, the Trent Shoring at Pink Link Chassis, Tom Malloy, FK Roddins, Rodella Fabrication, number 25M. 8th quick in his opening lap, a 12.338, 1:23.38 seconds for Tanner Thorson. The 2015 Turkey Night winner coming across 4th quick on lap number 2, a 12.254, 1:22.54 seconds for Tanner Thorson, puts him 4th on the field. Scheduled to be the final driver to qualify, Chase McDermott out of Springfield, Illinois. The Woodland Auto Display, Nutri Barrigura's one-way spike. MP Environmental Inland Rigging, number 8W. 34th fastest on lap number 1, a 12.789, 1:27.89 seconds for Chase McDermott. Comes around lap number 2, better 18th at a 12.507, 1:25.07 seconds. As that'll wrap up Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Top 10 locked into the feature event. Unofficially, Kyle Larson, 10th quick. Gavin Miller, 9th quick. Corey Day, 8th quick. Kel Drake was 7th. Cannon McIntosh was 6th. Kevin Thomas Jr. was 5th. Tanner Thorson is 4th. Buddy Kofoid, 3rd. Dason Pursley, 2nd. And your Honest Abe Roofing Quick Qualifier also picks up $1,000 courtesy of Glenn Stiers up at Oshwaken Speedway. Is out of Galloway, Ohio. The Trent Shoring, Rodella Fabrication, Tom Malloy. Link chassis number 25. Race fans, give him a hand. Jacob Denny, your Quick Qualifier. So a little bit of moisture going to be applied down in the infield. We will have sprint cars coming up here in just a moment. So out of qualifying, Dason Pursley picking up 5 points. Cannon McIntosh picked up 1, so the gap is 34 in the chase for the championship. So for the second time in his career in USAC national competition, Jacob Denny is your Honest Abe Roofing Quick Qualifier. The last time Jacob Denny was your Quick Qualifier, June 4, 2023, Tri-State Speedway up in Hopstock, Indiana. He went on to win the feature event that night. And what a way to start off the final night of full-time midget competition for Tom Malloy and Jerome Rodella in those number 25 machines. 25 years of full-time racing. course, they'll be on track next season when we make our way back out to the West Coast. Might make their way to the Midwest for the Chili Bowl. Have not confirmed that yet. So a little track work going on that gives you time to go down and grab yourself something to eat and something to drink. And of course, make sure and stop by the NOS Energy Sampling Station for a complimentary can of NOS. Make sure and try the new NOS Zero Sugar. 100% NOS Zero Sugar. And of course, the USAC merchandise trailer is open and waiting for you. And that sale is still going on. Double check the message. And indeed, until 6 o'clock. Most of the shirts are 2 for $25. That does include this year's Lifestyle and the West Coast Swing t-shirts. But again, make sure and check that out while your size, color, and design is still available.